How to calculate the menstrual cycle to know your monthly menstrual cycle length and your next period date. Calculating your menstrual cycle involves determining the length of your cycle and tracking the days when your period starts and ends. The menstrual cycle is typically measured in days, but it can vary from person to person. A normal menstrual cycle ranges from 21 to 35 days. An average menstrual cycle is 28 days. Knowing your menstrual cycle can help you know your safe and unsafe periods, plan to get pregnant or prevent it, and to predict when your next period will occur. To determine the length of your menstrual cycle, you need to get a calendar or a menstrual cycle tracking app. There are many free menstrual cycle tracking apps to use. Record the start date of your period in the current month to the start date of the next period. In other words, mark the date of the first day you see your menstrual blood flow. Let's say January 1st. A normal menstrual bleed can last 3 to 7 days and stop. Then mark again the date you see your next period, which is January 29th. Note the date of the first day of your period or blood flow as day 1 and the date of a day before the next period as the last day of your cycle, which is January 28th. The days from January 1st to January 28th is the length of the menstrual cycle. This represents a 28-day cycle. Another example, if your period or menses start today, let's say August 2nd, the bleeding stops after 3 to 7 days, then you have your next period again on August 31st. The last day of the cycle is August 30th. The days from August 2nd to August 30th will give you a 29 days menstrual cycle. Track the cycle for at least 3 months, and if all the 3 months have 28 days, then your cycle length is 28 days. Menstrual cycles can vary from person to person and from month to month due to various factors such as stress, changes in diet or exercise, illness, or hormonal fluctuations. If the 3-month cycle length varies, for example, the first month is 28 days, the second month is 29 days, and the third month is 30 days, it means you have an irregular menstrual cycle. If the cycle lengths are irregular, you need to track your menstrual cycle for at least 6 months. Tracking your cycle over several months is important for you to get a more accurate average menstrual cycle length. To establish the length of your menstrual cycle in the case of irregular menstrual cycle, calculate the average cycle length by adding the number of days in each cycle and divide the total by the number of cycles. This will give you an average menstrual cycle length. For example, if your cycle lengths over 6 months were 28 days, 30 days, 29 days, 31 days, 28 days, and 30 days, you will add these numbers together, 28 plus 30 plus 29 plus 31 plus 28 plus 30 equals 176, and divide it by the number of cycles, 6. This will give you an average cycle length of 29 days. If the decimal number is 5 up to 9, you will round it up to 1. Remember, a normal menstrual cycle can range from 21 to 35 days. If you have a cycle length below 21 days or above 35 days, then you should consider seeing a gynecologist. Thanks for watching.